The minute Mom's car disappears down the street, the house feels different. Bigger, quieter, and way, way more dangerous.
You know the rules,
He says, shutting the front door behind him with a heavy click.
You follow them. We won't have any problems.
I try to act casual, slouching against the couch. Like what? Curfew and chores? I tease, tossing my hair like I'm not hanging on every word. But the look he gives me makes my breath catch. It's slow, deliberate, like he's sizing me up. And not like a stepdad should.
Rule 1,
He says, stepping closer.
no staying out past 10.
His voice is low, almost like a dare. I nod, heart pounding, pretending it doesn't affect me. Fine. Easy. He smiles a little, too satisfied.
Rule 2,
He continues.
no boys over.
I raise a brow, biting back a smirk. Afraid I'll be a bad girl? His mouth twitches at the corner, but he doesn't laugh. Instead, he leans down so close I can smell the faint scent of cologne and leather.
You already are.
The words hit harder than they should. Warmth spreads down my neck, betraying me. I cross my arms tighter over my chest.
And rule 3,
He murmurs, eyes darkening.
you listen. When I tell you to do something, you do it.
There's a heavy beat of silence between us. A standoff. And something crackling in the air that has nothing to do with house rules. Or what? I whisper, the words slipping out before I can stop them. He just smiles, dangerously slow, before straightening up and heading toward the kitchen like he hadn't just wrecked my entire world in 3 simple rules. I sneak down for ice cream at midnight, cranking the TV volume way too loud. When he appears in the doorway, arms crossed, I expect him to scold me. Instead, he just stares, silent, waiting. Finally, he tilts his head.
Looks like someone's breaking rule 1 and rule 3.
He says softly. I force myself to hold his gaze, even as my cheeks burn. So? I challenge. What are you gonna do about it? The way he starts walking toward me, slow, controlled, makes my knees go weak. I back up instinctively, hitting the counter behind me, nowhere to go. He plants his hands on either side of me, trapping me. His voice is a whisper against my ear.
You really want to find out?
I can't breathe, can't move. The tension is suffocating and electric. And the worst part, I want to find out. I want to keep pushing. Because somewhere deep down, I know. These rules were made to be broken, especially with him. I should have backed down, should have mumbled an apology, crept back upstairs, and pretended this never happened. But I didn't. I stayed right there, pinned between him and the counter, daring him with my eyes. He watches me for a moment longer, like he's giving me one last chance to be smart. When I don't move, he huffs a low breath, almost a laugh, and mutters, "Fine."
Fine. You want to break the rules? Then you take the consequences.
Before I can react, he grabs the remote off the counter, flicks the TV off, and points upstairs.
Go.
My heart lurches. What?
You heard me. Upstairs. Now.
His voice is sharp, commanding, and my whole body reacts, heat sparking low in my stomach. I scurry up the stairs, pulse hammering in my throat. I hear his slow, deliberate footsteps following behind. When I reach the hallway, I stop stupidly, not sure where he wants me. He brushes past me into my room, sits on the edge of my bed, and crooks a finger at me.
Since you can't follow the rules,
He says, voice dark with something dangerous.
you're going to learn to follow orders.
I swallow hard. My legs feel like jelly as I step closer.
Hands behind your back.
He says. I hesitate. His eyes narrow.
Or do you want to make it worse?
Slowly, deliberately, I lace my fingers behind my back. The cool air of the room suddenly feels sharp against my skin. Every nerve is on high alert. He leans back a little, studying me like he's deciding how far he can push. And the look on his face tells me he already knows the answer.
Now,
He murmurs, almost gently.
say it.
I blink. Say what?
Tell me you're sorry for breaking the rules.
The humiliation burns hotter than anything else, but underneath it, something darker twists, something I don't want to admit. I bite my lip, hating how breathless I sound when I finally whisper, I'm sorry. He tuts under his breath.
Not good enough.
I clench my fists behind my back, my whole body trembling. I'm sorry, Daddy. The word slips out before I can even think, and the moment it does, the air shatters between us. His jaw clenches. His hands flex. Something flickers dangerously behind his eyes. He stands in one smooth, terrifyingly slow movement, stepping close enough that the heat from his body bleeds into mine.
You keep testing me.
He says, voice rough.
You're not going to like what happens when you finally push too far.
I tip my chin up in pure defiance, even though my insides are crumbling. Maybe I want to find out, I whisper. He smiles then. really smiles. But it's the kind of smile that promises nothing good and everything I'm secretly aching for. Without another word, he reaches past me, turns out the light, and shuts the door with a soft, final click, leaving me in the dark with nothing but the sound of my own heart hammering and the knowledge that this game has only just begun. That's all for this story. We post these videos every day, so don't forget to subscribe if you want to hear more risque stories like this one.